let's start a new game. Import to Mass Effect 2. See, it says, I wish it gave you more information than this, but it does let you pick a specific save. That's funny. Including the restart mission save. But that way you can verify it and make sure. That's funny. Arrival only took just barely over an hour to play. Alright. So I saved the Arachni Queen. I rescued Ashley Williams. I saved the Council. I saved Malin's data. I kept Rex alive. I rewrote the heretics, the Geth heretics. Destroyed the collector base. Survived the suicide with all 12 squad mates. I romanced Liara before Mass Effect 2. I romanced Jacob in Mass Effect 2. Have the same problem. That's fine. It still doesn't really show up, but yeah, the makeup on her cheeks is maybe a little heavy. Also, her eyes look really weird, but that could just be because we're like looking directly on her face, and her eyes are like wide open. It's interesting they didn't make it so you can like just make minuscule changes. Alright. You can actually change your class, interestingly enough. It tells you their different powers. Spacer War Hero Vanguard. I spent a lot of time on that loading screen because I played the crap out of the multiplayer for this game. Me and my friends played it for probably like a year on almost a daily basis.
How bad is it?
Bad. We just lost contact with two
Oh
space
no.
outposts. There's something massive on long-range scanners.
Is this what Shepard warned us about?
I'd stake my life on it.
How long do we have?
Not long. I sent word. The fleet's immobilizing.
God help us all.
Probably enough time I could have read that.
Commander.
You're not supposed to call me that anymore, James.
Not supposed to salute you either. We gotta go. The Defense Committee wants to see you.
Sounds important. What's going on?
Couldn't say. Just told me they needed you. Now.
Anderson?
Admiral?
You look good, Shepard. Maybe a little soft around the edges. How are you holding up since being relieved from duty?
It's not so
Don't
bad
touch
once you
me.
get used to the hot food and soft beds.
We'll get it sorted out.
What's going on? Why is everyone in such a hurry?
Admiral Hackett's mobilizing the fleets. I'm guessing word's made it to Alliance Command. Something big's headed our way.
The Reapers?
We don't know, not for certain.
What else could it be?
If I knew that.
You know we're not ready if it is them, not by a long shot.
Tell that to the Defense Committee.
Unless we're planning to talk the Reapers to death, the committee is a waste of time.
They're just scared. None of them have seen what you've seen. You faced down a Reaper. Hell, you spoke to one, then blew the damn thing up. You've seen how they harvest us, what they plan to do to us. You know more about this enemy than anyone.
That way they grounded me, took away my ship.
You know that's not true. When you blew up the Batarian relay, hundreds of thousands of Batarians died.
It was that or let the Reapers walk through our back door.
I know that, Shepard. And so does the committee. If it wasn't for that, you'd have been court-martialed and left to rot in the brig.
That and your good word.
Yeah, I trust you, Shepard. And so does the committee.
I'm just a soldier, Anderson. I'm no politician.
I don't need you to be either. I just need you to do whatever the hell it takes to help us stop the Reapers.
They're expecting you to, Admiral.
Good luck in there, Shepard.
Anderson? Shepard.
Ashley?
Lieutenant Commander, how'd it go in there?
I can never tell with them. I'm just waiting for orders now.
Lieutenant Commander?
You hadn't heard.
No. I'm a bit out of the loop these days.
Sorry, ma'am. Didn't mean to keep you out of the loop.
I'm sure you had your reasons.
Yeah, I guess I did. Still, good to see you.
Hey,
Admiral.
I feel like Caden's a bigger
Come on.
dick at this point. Where she seems genuinely happy to see you.
You know the commander?
I used to.
Why wouldn't he know that? He seems like he would know who took down Saren.
Admiral Anderson. Shepard.
What's the situation?
We were hoping you would tell us.
The reports coming in are unlike anything we've seen. Whole colonies have gone dark. We've lost contact with everything beyond the Soul Relay.
Whatever this is, it's incomprehensibly powerful.
You brought me here to confirm what you already know. The Reapers are here.
Then, how do we stop them?
Stop them. This isn't about strategy or tactics. This is about survival. The Reapers are more advanced than we are, more powerful, more intelligent. They don't fear us. And they'll never take pity on us.
But there must be some way.
If we're gonna have any chance at surviving this, we have to stand together.
That's it? That's our plan?
Admiral, we've lost contact with Luna Base.
The moon? They couldn't be that close already.
How'd they get past our defenses? Sir, UK headquarters has a visual.
Why haven't we heard from Admiral Hackett?
He's a little busy,
What do we do?
just a guess.
The only thing we can. We fight or we die.
We should get to the Normandy.
Oh my God.
Shepard! Come on, get up. Here, take this. We've got to get moving. This is Admiral Anderson. Report in, anyone. Lieutenant Commander Williams, is that you? What's your status? I can't raise the Normandy. You'll have to contact me. We'll meet you at the landing zone. Anderson up. They're massive. Come on.
Okay, let's turn subtitles on. Sound, graphics, not graphics, gameplay, subtitles. Everything is on except subtitles. Let's leave default. Let's leave these as defaults. I guess when you're importing a character, it doesn't have you choose whether to.
Ashley's headed to the Normandy. They'll pick us up if we can get to the spaceport. Let's move.
It doesn't have you choose whether to do the story mode or the action mode or whatever.
Look out! How do you stop something so powerful?
Codex update the
Take
fall
a
of
running
Karshan.
jump. It's farther than it looks.
Yeta.
Come on, let's go.
A beam that just keeps coming from the
Down
sky.
here,
Jeez, look at these things, man.
you breathing hard? Come on.
I do have, you'd say, mixed feelings. Wasn't paying attention. I think the little kid, if you're paying attention, the little kid runs across there. The little kid that we saw earlier. So this kind of stuff is something that annoys me, but I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about this opening. I think I would less so if it was the ending of Mass Effect 2. I did hit record this time.
Looks clear. Let's go. Lieutenant Commander, you read me?
Ooh.
I'm patching in Shepard.
Ooh. I can dodge. Though the camera seems really close on me.
Husks! Take him out! Shoot him! Come on, we gotta move!
This one's just getting like closer and closer to us.
Have to take these things out the old-fashioned way. Don't let him grab you.
Well, that makes it easy.
Gotta find a way out of here.
Let's grab a med kit.
Watch it!
So you can head anyway. So Omnitool weapons don't make sense because Omnitools are just holographic displays. I don't want to make this all about complaining, like I've kind of made ones in the past. That was 3. 2 was pull. 6 and 7. Those two. So I have no ammo. But I can apply weapon stats on it. I feel like at this point I kind of just gotta go with the flow a little bit more. Who cares if things don't make sense with the lore?
Everyone's dying.
Kid, you got kind of a bum deal on all this.
Come here. I need to get you someplace safe. Take my hand.
You can't help me.
Oh, she can help you better than you can help yourself.
In here.
Again, one of the areas in which indoctrination theory makes this game better. Where this little kid is just a manifestation of Shepard's indoctrination.
Every minute these machines are here, thousands of innocent people die. I won't be responsible.
But they debunked that.
It's hard enough fighting a war, but it's worse knowing no matter how hard you try, you can't save them all.
Exactly. It's so fast. I thought we had more time.
We knew they were coming.
And they still just cut through our defenses. We need to go to the Citadel. Talk to the Council.
The Citadel? The fight's here.
It'll be everywhere soon enough. You said it yourself. The Reapers will destroy everything if we don't stop them. The Council has to help us.
You sure about that?
No, but you're a Council Spectre. That has to count for something. Gotcha!
Thanks. I owe you one.
More than one. Grab some ammo.
I don't know, I feel like a lot of past debts have been repaid.
Reload, let's keep moving. Lieutenant Commander Williams, we're in sight of the spaceport. ETA 3 minutes.
We've made it to the Normandy, taking heavy fire. Oh god! They're gonna take down that dreadnought. Invasive maneuvers.
Lieutenant Commander, Ashley! Damn it, they're in trouble.
I believe this is actually on a trigger. That's a dreadnought, huh? So if I didn't progress, I could just sit here and watch these two like trade fire all day.
Normandy, we're going to reroute. Do you copy? Normandy, come in. Friendlies.
Good job.
You two all right?
Get down, they'll see you. Keep your head down. Nice shot.
Some cannibals.
Finish them off. Shepard, over here.
Gotta dodge now. I'm gonna have to get used to
Our
using
gunship was
that.
shot down. We barely made it.
You have a radio? We're trying to contact our ship.
No. There's one in the gunship, but it's gonna be crawling with those things.
Stay here, son. We'll get you out of here.
Ooh.
Come on. Let's get to that gunship.
Another thing, I'm a biotic. I don't have to use physical strength in order to lift that. Okay. Forget what this game calls those, but those are basically the Reaper harvesters.
What the hell are those things?
Oh, that doesn't have a very long range in this. I'm sure it started off really short in the last game too, but I don't remember it being that short. Yeah, look, that's not making it anywhere. Just play with it. Play with your food a little bit. Look at that. Look at that. Let's pick up a gun.
Shepard, over here. I found a radio. Normandy, this is Anderson. Do you read?
Admiral, what's your location?
By a downed gunship in the harbor. I'm activating its distress beacon. Send support. We've got wounded down here. Lieutenant! Damn it! I've lost the signal.
Let's hope that beacon does its job.
And fast. We've got company.
They come in. Ironically, I think in the multiplayer they do not come in that way. I think they just appear, basically.
Hope they get there soon.
You and me both!
Running out of ammo.
Shields.
Cavalry has arrived.
About time.
Let's go!
Just me. It'd be pretty funny if Anderson was just like standing back there still.
Welcome back, Shepard. Thanks.
See, like, I feel like
Shepard!
Come on!
Caden was much crankier at this point.
I'm not going. You saw those men back there. There's a million more like them, and they need a leader.
We're in this fight together, Anderson.
It's a fight we can't win. Not without help. We need every species, and all their ships, to even have a chance at defeating the Reapers. Talk to the Council. Convince them to help us.
What if they won't listen?
Then make them listen. Now go! That's an order.
I don't take orders from you anymore, remember?
Consider yourself reinstated, Commander. You know what you have to do.
I'll be back for you, and I'll bring every fleet I can. Good luck.
You too, Shepard.
Can we drop you off somewhere though? Because you're kind of far away from anything else. Whose kid is this? Jeez. Look, they're helping that guy up. And they just ignore the little kid. Well, he's dead. The music is really good though. Ooh.
What the hell's going on? Where's Anderson?
Damn
Where
it.
are we going?
James survived.
Hey!
We're leaving.
Leaving?
What's going on?
Anderson wants us to go to the Citadel, get help for the fight.
Bullshit, he wouldn't order us to leave.
We don't have a choice. Without help, this war's already over.
Forget it. Drop me off someplace.
Enough! Don't you think I'd rather stay and fight? We're going to the Citadel. You want out? You can catch a ride back from there.
Kick him in the nuts.
Joker, that you?
Alive and kicking. Got an emergency transmission from Admiral Hackett for you.
Patch it through.
Shepard, saying heavy losses. Force was overwhelming. There's no way we can defeat them conventionally.
Anderson's already ordered me to the Citadel to talk to the Council.
First, I need you to Lance outpost on Mars. We lose control of the system.
Yes, sir.
Been researching the Prothean archives with Dr. Tassoni. We found a way to stop the Reapers. The only way to stop them. Contact soon. Hack it out.
Joker, set a course for the Mars archives.
Mars. Roger that.
This is loco.
Why Mars? What does he think we'll find there?
I don't know yet. But if it helps us win this war. Grab your gear.
Again, something I wish wish they had set up in Mass Effect 2. I like they just repainted it. They did more than just repaint it, but it's still pretty funny. was ordering a new chair, but it's now looking like it's not going to be here till tomorrow.
No one's answering.
Any sign of Reaper activity?
Negative.
Edie?
The base appears to be online. It's possible the inhabitants were evacuated.
We'll know soon enough. Be ready, Joker. Just in case.
Roger that. Normandy out.
We're almost there.
Still no contact from the base, but we've got a massive storm headed our way.
How long till it hits?
Half hour tops. After that, we're gonna have difficulty keeping up comms with the Normandy.
Understood.
So, one thing I've heard that The Martian, the movie The Martian, gets wrong is that supposedly storms on Mars are not actually all that dangerous. The storm itself. But it can, like, fuck up your equipment and stuff like that. But in that one, they basically, like, have him, like, get blown away and stuff is falling over. I heard that is not really an option. Oh, wow, I got a lot of points. They're starting me off at level 31. Okay, well, let's grab... Is this just... Huh. Fitness, more melee, more health, more shields. But I do want Nova. Impact radius or damage and force. Recharge speed of all powers. 2 times in a row. Reduces damage and force by 40%, but lets you do it twice in a row. I've always kind of done that, but I don't know that I've ever noticed that it reduces damage and force so bad. Oh wow, all those points only got me that, and it's not even... I probably should have taken a look at Shockwave and see if I could get it a longer range. Distance by 50%. It's only going 10 meters right now. Okay. I'm basically starting off all over again with Paragon points. Okay, let's start off with that. Definitely want concussive shot. Marksman. DPS, or let's do DPS. And then let's also up your concussive shot. Force and damage, impact radius on the concussive shot. Oops. And then Vega here. Fortification. Man, I really hope they do add in the multiplayer here. Let's just do everything flat across the board for you there. Okay, 7. I think I might actually want to switch these powers around. Because, brah. You really want to do that immediately after charging. And so I kind of want those buttons right next to each other.
Damn, that's a huge storm. Looks a lot bigger in person.
Come on, Lieutenant, it's not
That's what she said.
bad.
Doesn't mean it can't kill us.
I'm more worried about the war back on Earth, or the fact that nobody here is reporting in.
Fair enough.
Very red planet.
What's that?
That would be the Mantis. So, you can see this game does something cool where it lets you choose whatever weapons you want, but there's a weight factor. So, I can take a sniper rifle if I wanted, but it increases my weight, which makes my power recharge a lot higher. And same for that. So even if I get rid of the pistol, I keep double clicking on things. And then there's also weapon mods. They brought weapon mods back.
Alliance, Sergeant Reeves. Doesn't look like you put up a fight.
Something's not right here.
Keep a low profile till we know what's going on.
Roger that.
And because I did that, it reset my gun powers.
Holy shit. They're executing them.
That is what's going on.
They know we're here now.
So watch this. Whoa.
Those guys were Cerberus, weren't they?
Sure look like it. What's Cerberus doing here on Mars? Good question. You don't know? I'm not with them anymore, Ash, if that's what you're asking.
Look out!
You talking to?
Doesn't look like they came here in force.
Yeah, just a few vehicles. Kinda suggests they had help. From the inside. Seems likely. You'd need a lot more men and firepower to take this place otherwise. I need a straight answer, Shepard. About what? Do you know anything about this? What is Cerberus doing here? What makes you think I know what they're up to? You worked for them. How am I supposed to believe you've cut all ties? We joined forces to take down the Collectors. That's it. They rebuilt you from scratch. They gave your ship, resources. Let me be clear. I've had no contact with Cerberus since I destroyed the Collector base. And I have no idea why they're here now or what they want.
Commander Shepard's been under constant surveillance since coming back to Earth. No way they've communicated since.
Sorry, Shepard. I just...
I shouldn't have to explain myself to you, Ash.
Maybe not. Maybe it's the exact same dialogue for her and Caden through this part. I'm not sure.
Me.
I do. It's just that.
So that's the same outfit she was wearing in Lair of the Shadowbroker. I like that we're just hiding during all this.
Easy there, Lieutenant. She's with us.
Shepard, thank the goddess you're alive.
You too, Liara.
I was so worried when the reports came in. I'm sorry about Earth.
Yeah. It was difficult to leave.
Ashley, I'm sorry. But why'd you come here?
Hackett ordered us to come. Said you know what was going on.
I do.
Hallelujah. Some answers, finally.
Maybe. I've discovered plans for a Prothean device. One that could wipe out the Reapers.
Here? On Mars?
In the Prothean archives, yes.
We've known about the archives for decades. Why now?
Process of elimination, mixed with a little desperation. When you destroyed the Alpha Relay, you bought us some time, but then you were under investigation. I knew I had to do something. Hackett knew it too. He contacted me, asking if I would use my resources as a shadow broker to find a way to stop the Reapers. My search led me here.
How does Hackett know you're the shadow broker?
I meant to come see you, but...
I would have liked that. But under the circumstances, I think I can forgive you.
You're too kind. In any case, my work paid off. The archives are full of data, an overwhelming amount. I think I found what we need.
I guess I'll believe it when I see it. Where do we find this weapon?
It's not a weapon, not yet. It's plans for a device, a blueprint.
It's more than we had a minute ago. How do we get it?
The archives are just across that tramway. Assuming Cerberus hasn't locked it down.
What are they after?
Yeah, they seem hell-bent on catching you.
They want what I'm here for. What we're all here for.
But why?
The Protheans came close to defeating the Reapers. They had plans to destroy them, but ran out of time.
And anything powerful enough to destroy the Reapers...
Just might be something Cerberus would be interested in.
So it's a race to the archives.
It's a race. Let's stick around here for a while.
Bring it on.
Not this time, James.
What?
Get back to the shuttle. If Cerberus beats us to the archives, I need you covering the exits.
But...
Now, Lieutenant.
They're getting closer. We should take cover.
Looks like they found us. You can't hide forever.
Oops.
I can use singularity to draw them out.
So use it.
Got it.
Oh, it tells you what power they're going to use if you tell them to attack.
Good. Let's find a way up.
The UI for Mass Effect 2 is very orange, and then switching back to blue seems like a very weird choice.
This is a secure station. How did Cerberus get in?
Not like the worst thing, but...
One minute we were getting reports of the Reaper invasion. The next, there was chaos. Didn't even realize it was Cerberus at first.
Could they be working with the Reapers?
Doubtful, but I suppose anything's possible.
Something about the appearance of the UI in this game is a little weird. Like the icons up top, a lot of them seem kind of squished. Particularly the Inferno one. One for Inferno rounds. Was this the lift that it was giving me an option, or was that it over there? Am I missing something, is the question. Oh, that vehicle lift just goes there. Well, no, actually, hold on. We're in a race against time, everybody remember.
They've sabotaged the elevator.
Look for another way up.
Okay. I guess this is just what I'm supposed to do. Stop it.
We'll need access to the pedway. Controls should be nearby.
So there is an achievement for getting so many melee kills. And now it's kind of, for right now, it's kind of a question of, do I bother trying to go after that? New gauntlets. I'll worry about that later, but I probably actually do want that, because that's a burst fire.
The live feeds, but
hey, did you see that? Who's that woman in the vid?
That's Dr. Eva Corey. She got here about a week ago.
Corey. Eva Corey.
Any luck?
Pedway's been locked out.
All right. Looks like there's construction nearby. We can get out on the roof. We can find a way around from there.
Great. Let's move.
Storm's getting closer.
I mean, they do that.
What the hell? Looks like the Alliance is still putting up a fight.
That tram heads to the archives. Once Cerberus is across, they're at the final security checkpoint.
And that's where we're headed.
Commander, you read me?
Barely. Storm's causing interference.
Yeah, tell me about it. I've lost contact with the Normandy. What's your position?
I didn't read that, James. Repeat.
He said, what's your position?
Damn it!
That storm's going to be in here very... This airlock shouldn't be open.
Doesn't look like it was forced.
No, you have to override security protocols.
Someone vented the air from this room while they were still here. Looks like they died trying to claw their way out. This is brutal, even by Cerberus standards.
From Shoden, Cameron Harrison. Cam, who the hell is that woman messing with my files? Get her out of here. I won't have my system messed up by some wannabe expert who'll be gone next week. Damn strangers who think they know it all, but don't care about what we're really trying to achieve here. Dr. Eva, seriously? Don't you remember what happened last time? I don't know what any of that means. Obviously, the person is upset that Dr. Eva is around.
What's our order? There's an Alliance force in here somewhere. We need to keep them away from the core. Check the next room. It's dark in there. Want me to shut the windows? No, not unless you want to decompress this room too. I don't know. Let's go.
That's what I meant to do. Excuse me. Reload. Maybe I should give this a shot.
We need to pressurize the room first.
Putting 4 as Nova.
There we go. We have access to the labs. They'll take us right to the tram station.
Hey, looks like there's a recording of what happened here.
Security station. Come in. We're seeing some odd activity down here. Our security protocols just kicked in. Everything's locked down. Doctor, I'll get you a report as soon as...
That's funny. Because they haven't updated these videos, they're using some sort of pre-recorded thing for them.
I was just so focused on finding a way to stop the Reapers.
So there's a glitch in the character model.
Stopping the
that
Reapers
I
is
noticed.
the only thing we should be focused on. It's not your fault.
But what if we're wrong? What if there's no way to stop them? What if these are our last days and we spend them scurrying around trying to solve a problem we can't fix?
Liara.
I know. I shouldn't think that way. I don't know how you do it. You've always stayed focused even in the worst situations.
When there's so much at stake, I think about my friends, loved ones. What I'd lose if I failed.
Me too.
Lady, I'm
We'll
not.
stop them, Liara.
No.
Together.
I believe you. Or I believe that you believe. Maybe
I
that's
mean
enough.
that in a strictly platonic way.
Okay, doors open. We can get to the labs and tram station through there.
Good. Let's move.
I'm not trying to rekindle our romance. Oh. So I can get rid of that and replace it with the shuriken. And then you can also switch out your allies loadout. And then that should be good. So I have an automatic. Hold on. Look at that. Like that changes the color too. It makes it half as heavy. Modify a weapon. Okay. Go away achievement so I can actually. Nope. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Because of my face cam, it's gonna cover up the achievement pop-ups. From Amelia Hatterson to Mike O'Sullivan. Hey, stupid head. I won't ask how you're doing since I hear you guys are propagating germs in the shape of the cold down there in storage. Look, I know your Prothean doodads are fascinating and all, but you guys have got to stop burning the midnight oil and start keeping regular sleeping hours. Honestly. Anyway, I forwarded your latest findings to HQ on Earth, and someone is depressurizing the area. Warn security. Security. Hey guys. That one. It does basically break my shields to do that. How well does it work on... Well, you know it does work on those guys. Is pull. Pull works really well on those guys. I think, is this the endless corridor? There's one corridor somewhere. That just kind of goes on forever. So my first time through playing this game, I played it on insane difficulty. Let's
What's that smell?
Oh, that got rid of all of them?
Decontamination protocols.
With the staff still inside.
Does that block off areas of the room? Notes from S. Esparza. We haven't been able to decipher much, if any, of the language yet, but the visual documentation gives us some idea as to what they were studying, namely, us. They seemed particularly interested in early humanity's evolutionary process, judging by the way they organized their files and highlighted specific occasions. It seemed a bit fantastic to write this, but everything indicates that they seem to be trying to chart the curve of humanity's intellectual progression. So if I...
What did they find?
More than I could describe in a short conversation. And they'd only scratched the surface. There are vaults filled with Prothean data troves that have never been studied.
Oh, okay, I see. I see what's going on here.
That's the tram line. Takes us right to the archives. No doubt Cerberus has it locked down. Hopefully we can override it at the security station. It's just through here.
Okay, but what's over here? Nothing. Shepard is able to run considerably farther. Actually, I wonder if they got rid of it. I can just run infinitely, maybe. I don't really remember.
No kidding!
Is that the only way in? It's the only way I know of.
We'll skirt around it. Stay out of its sights.
I'll move up first.
Just maybe wait for Shepard to...
Don't let it target you!
Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Stay in cover, Shepard.
Press the middle mouse button.
Get me out of here.
The turret can't fire on us from here.
I got a really low cooldown on that. They must have realized that having such a long cooldown in it, too, really kind of ruined the fun a little bit. J. Tasman. The last location seems to have run dry, but judging from the communication system layout and the backup power supplies equipped by the first Prothean research base we discovered, we think a secondary base may have been located deeper underground. We're going to need permission from the powers that be to excavate further, but considering the recent renewal and enthusiasm for the work we're doing here, I don't think clearance will be an issue.
Set up a perimeter. No one else comes across.
We still have teams on the other side.
No one. And shut down those cameras.
Looks like they've made it to the archives.
And it looks like they won't be sitting a tram anytime soon.
Can you override it?
The archives are on a separate network. We're completely locked out.
Not completely. What if we could find a short-range transmitter, helmet to helmet?
And?
And then we convince them that we're with them. And the Alliance forces have been taken care of.
Good idea. See what you can find. What?
The Lieutenant Commander has become very capable.
Agreed.
Commander, I found something.
What are these looks?
What have you got?
He's got a transmitter in his helmet. If I can... Oh. Oh god. He looks like a husk.
Yeah, not quite. They've definitely done something to him.
Engineered by Cerberus? They claim to stand for humanity, and they do this to their own people. That could have been you, Shepard. For all I knew, that's what Cerberus had done to you.
I mean...
How can you compare me to that thing?
I don't know what you are. Not since they got their hands on you. Is it really you? Would you even know if they were controlling you somehow?
That's not fair, Ash.
That's
I'm just
a
talking
reasonable
out loud.
question.
I don't need you to answer. I doubt there's anything you could say to convince me. I guess I just need some time to get to know you again.
I'm the same person I always was. Time won't change that. But if that's what you need, I understand.
Thanks. For understanding.
You bet.
The boob armor
Let's
in
see if
this
we can
game
get
is
that
pretty
tram
funny.
set over here. Hello, this is Delta Team. Anybody there?
Where the hell have you been? Never mind, what's your status?
We're at the tram station, waiting for extraction. All hostiles terminated.
Roger that. Echo team will ride over and secure the station.
Think they bought it?
They didn't, they'll figure it out soon enough.
We should get in position. Flank them when they get off the tram.
Good thinking, Elsie.
Oh.
On it.
Understood. Right away.
Here they come.
Oh. You get up automatically doing that. So I use first aid here basically to pick them up from a distance, I believe, right?
Storm's getting bad. We better wrap this up quickly. The archives are right on the other side. That and a squad of pissed-off Cerberus troops.
Level up 33. Oh, you hear that noise? That's a
They put up a good fight. Yes, it confirms my assertions about the value of the data stored here.
what do they call that? A biotic blast? Something like that? Biotic explosion. But basically, if you hit somebody with the second effect while they're already suffering the effects of a first, then there's a boom. There's an explosion. Oh, how did I... wind up on the opposite side of that one? So you don't need... You don't need to charge before doing the Nova thing, but it helps. It's another assault rifle. Shotgun shredder mod. What happened? I dropped almost 2,000 frames at some point.
Ash.
That looks familiar. It's a full half a minute.
Shepard.
I hope it wasn't all at once.
Fascinating race, the Protheans. They left all this for us to discover, but we squandered it. The Alliance has known about the archives for more than 30 years. And what have they done with it?
What do you want?
Quite a bit, actually.
What I've always wanted. The data in these artifacts holds the key to solving the Reaper threat.
I've seen your solution. Your people are turned into monsters.
Hardly. They're being improved.
Improved?
That's what separates us, Shepard. Where you see a means to destroy, I see a way to control, to dominate and harness the Reaper's power. Imagine how strong humanity would be if we controlled them.
Earth is under siege and you're hatching a scheme to control the Reapers?
You've always been short-sighted, hasty. Your destruction of the Collector base proves that.
That base was an abomination. Hundreds of thousands of humans were murdered there.
This isn't your fight any longer, Shepard. You can't defeat the Reapers, even with the Prothean data.
Oh, that's interesting. So, when it's not highlighted, but you can highlight it, it doesn't have a border around the text.
Work with me. Give me control of your resources and I'll stop them.
I think that's the first Paragon option we've had. Maybe it's the second.
I don't want the Reapers destroyed. We can dominate them, use their power, harness their very essence, to bring humanity to the apex of evolution.
BioWare also has basically copyrighted the conversation wheel.
You've gone too far.
Which is a shit
move. The Reapers
move.
will kill us all if we don't stop fighting each other.
I don't expect you to understand, Shepard, and I'm certainly not looking for your approval.
You were a tool, an agent with a singular purpose, and despite our differences, you were relatively successful. But like the rest of the relics in this place, your time is over.
Enough talk. Liara?
Don't interfere with my plans, Shepard. I won't warn you again.
Duly noted.
Shepard.
What?
The data, it's not here. It's being erased.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Damn it! How's he doing it?
It's local. Someone's uploading the information.
Hey, step away from the console. Now! She's got the data! She's faster than she looks. Stay close. We can't lose her.
Also can't target her, so I can't. Oh, I just have to open that door.
There she is. Stay on her! She's getting away.
Is there any point in shooting her?
Cerberus has the data.
Ugh.
Radio the Normandy. Get them down here now.
I kind of only stopped to shoot her there because I thought they were gonna I thought they were gonna pick her up.
She's getting away.
Like this.
Damn it. James. Normandy.
Also, why is she wearing Miranda's outfit?
I got this one.
No, that's... not the greatest idea. I like to think Shepard's actually just like cussing him at him in her head right there.
Normandy's en route. They'll be here soon.
Somehow our shuttle survived without any damage. It's quite the robot.
Let her go.
Orders?
Finish her.
Shoot.
Grab that thing. Bring it with us.
Shepard, we got Reaper signatures in orbit.
Good thing none of the Reapers are like smart enough to chase after us. Chase down an assassin.
Ashley needs medical attention.
Duh. That's why we're in the med
We have to
bay.
leave the Sol system.
I know.
The Citadel is our best chance. We can find help there.
Maybe.
Get us to the Citadel, Joker.
Roger that.
Assuming the Citadel's not overrun.
See what you and Edie can learn from that thing.
Commander, I'm receiving a signal over the secondary QEC. I believe it's Admiral Hackett.
Patch me through.
I'll forward it to the comm room.
Commander.
Edie, can you clear this up? I'll do my best.
Did you get to the archives?
I was there. So was the elusive man.
I was worried Cerberus might try something. Did you get the data?
Most of it. He downloaded some before I could stop him. Edie and Liara are analyzing what we recovered.
What have you learned? Was it worth the effort?
Preliminary evidence suggests the data is a blueprint for a Prothean device.
Device?
A weapon, massive in size and scope, that's capable of unquantifiable levels of destruction.
Send me the data. We'll do our own analysis. If Liara's instincts are right, this might be the key to stopping the Reapers.
I hope so. Lieutenant Commander Williams was critically wounded. We're taking her to the Citadel.
Sorry to hear that, Shepard. But we both know this is just the beginning. Talk to the Council, show them what you found. With luck, they'll give you all the support we need.
And if they don't?
Do whatever it takes to get them on board. I'll be in touch soon. Hack it out.
Shepard? EDI is extracting data from the Cerberus machine. We'll have details to present to the Council by the time we reach the Citadel.
And Lieutenant Commander Williams?
I've done what I can for her. She needs proper medical attention soon. The Admiral's right. It's going to get worse, isn't it?
Unless we stop the Reapers, yeah.
I've looked at the data. This weapon could be the answer if we can build it. I get the sense you don't quite believe it, though.
You didn't see what they did to Earth. How is one weapon supposed to stop them?
What are our options? You know we can't win this conventionally. Shepard. Isn't it worth trying at least?
I'm gonna check on Ashley and James. Make sure we're ready to present our findings to the Council.
I'm sure the Council will see the need to help.
It'll be a hell of a short war if they don't.
It's interesting their plan doesn't count the Citadel. The Reaper's plan doesn't count the Citadel as high priority.
Barely got a pulse here.
Move him out.
Where are you taking her?
Where to Memorial. Best care in the Citadel.
We're not going with?
We need to see the Council.
Right. Looks like they might be coming to see you.
Commander Shepard. Got word you were arriving.
Captain Bailey, good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Though it's Commander now.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Now half my job is dealing with political bullshit and escorting dignitaries around. No offense.
None taken. So you're here to bring us to the Council?
I'm here to tell you the Council is expecting you, but they are dealing with their own problems with the war and everything. They apologize for the inconvenience and blah, 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 blah. Meet them here at Udina's office. They'll be ready soon enough.
All right.
You might have time to go by the medical center if you want to check on progress over there.
Thanks. I might do that.
You go on ahead. I'll head up to Udina's office.
One of my men can show you the way. You?
I'm just a tourist today. I'll try not to get in any trouble.
Commander, we've got a situation in the embassy quarters. We could use your help.
I'll be right there. The other half of my job. I'll see you around, Shepard.
No doubt.
Okay, so... Alright.
But you're on
Can't talk about that.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard.
I'm behind you. How'd you see me? This is something that annoys me is because this is a real world games journalist, and I don't think you should be putting real world games journalists into your game. I think there's a huge ethical breach when you do that.
What's going on here?
Commander, just who I was looking for. Diane Ollers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I don't have the greatest track record with reporters.
I know, and it hasn't exactly endeared you to a galactic audience. But that can change. I'm a military reporter with a show called Battlespace. We're carried on just about all Council planets. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Tell your producers yes for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 footlocker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Also, there's already another character in the series that you should be able to use. I like that it also counts her as a war asset. That's pretty funny to me. It's to get back onto the Normandy. See, it's weird because it just has you by yourself.
Okay, first deployment is somewhere near Palaven. Reports say not to depend on comms.
I'll leave vid messages, Ben, and you can do the same.
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion, we're supposed to avoid sending messages at all. They're trying to keep war data coming through, so every data packet counts.
So, how am I supposed to talk with you then?
I think what they're saying is you don't. It's that same image. I think it's the exact same image, but they edited out the Presidium at the other side. Emily Wong, they kill off camera in a very obnoxious move.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Let's go to the hospital first.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Well, make sure. Did I seriously walk right past Avina without talking to her?
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized...
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
But it's weird to have these completely safe areas. There's also a thing just saying you're not allowed to have weapons on the Citadel. That seems like a bad idea at this point.
This is Docking Bay D.
Reapers could show up literally any
Note
second.
that due to recent events, official identification and weapons permits may be requested by CSEC personnel for routine verification.
Any other important areas I should know about?
Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel Embassies. For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
What's with the heightened security?
New screening fields have been added in order to speed up processing at the security stations in each docking area. Citadel security screening technology uses highly advanced biometric authentication systems developed by the CERTA Foundation. Please note that any attempt to circumvent Citadel security measures will result in immediate incarceration.
What else is in the area?
You are standing in docking area D24. According to your biometrics file, you are cleared to access further information about this bay. This is the airlock currently assigned to the Systems Alliance ship Normandy. If you look out the bay window, you can see one of the many magnificent vistas for which the Citadel is renowned.
What about that room over there?
The waiting area is for those who wish to speak to our new arrivals. It is located next to security processing.
That's all.
Please speak with me again if you require.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please hold
Okay.
one moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Huerta Memorial Hospital. The human specialist medical officer in charge is Dr. Michel.
Hey.
Also, please note that specialists for all known Citadel species are on call. Please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols at all times while in this area.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States. The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
You can really cover treatment for any kind of species here.
Huerta Memorial surpasses all requirements needed for any multi-species medical facility. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
What about the medical staff? How do they deal with so many species?
All personnel are required to undergo mandatory and regular psychological evaluations, as well as refresher courses. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be for staff to deal with such a wide variety of patients. It is imperative they be offered the support needed to retain their current high standards.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine. The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy, offering internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D24, which is tagged to your biometrics. Docking Bay E24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel rep, the Presidium Commons has been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established.
Thank you.
Please speak with me again.
Dr. Michelle and Chakwas. Hold on, I'll be back.
So, the nurse tells me you've refused to bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces.
Yeah, they kill Emily Wong off camera.
Shepard, there you are.
Dr. Chakwas, you're here?
I'm working at an Alliance R&D lab down in Shelter Wards, coordinating closely with Admiral Hackett. I heard you escaped Earth in the Normandy. and that someone was critically injured. I came as fast as I could.
We had a run-in with the Cerberus synthetic on Mars. Ashley took the worst of it. How is she doing?
Very well, all things considered. I'm impressed with Lieutenant Commander Williams' resilience, as well as Dr. Michel's expertise. I wish I could have been there to help on Mars.
It's been 6 months, Doctor. How have you been?
Good. I've been fortunate. When they impounded Normandy, the Alliance didn't really know what to do with me. I was never officially part of Cerberus, and I'd gotten a proper leave of absence from my previous post.
So you hadn't technically done anything wrong by joining me to defeat the Collectors?
Yes, though I suppose if you were judged to be a war criminal, I would have been tried as an accessory.
Your place is in Normandy's medbay, not some lab.
I couldn't agree more. You say the word and I'm with you.
So you can actually choose between her and Dr. Michel,
Normandy
I
wouldn't be the
believe.
same without you, Doctor. Get your things. Docking Bay D-24.
Yes, Commander. And thank you.
Don't thank me so soon. Remember, Joker's still aboard.
Is he? We
And I'd be
haven't actually
surprised
talked
if
to
he's been
him.
remembering his medication.
Yes, like I said, I'm pretty sure you could have chosen Michelle instead of Chakwas. And I believe you can pick the reporter that you punch in the face repeatedly. I believe that you can pick her instead of Diane Ollers, but I could be wrong about that one. Alright, so I'm starting with 35,000 credits. I almost had 1 million. I had over 800,000 at least saved up.
Thank you for coming to CERTA. How can we help you?
CERTA is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
I'm not going to spend any money there. Y'all giving me a seizure?
Patient's stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required spatial bindings. Meet you back here.
It's Ashley there. Doesn't seem like much of a hospital.
Expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Medigel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But I don't understand. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
About prosthetics though, I feel like prosthetics would have to have been pretty advanced at this point.
You got pretty banged up there, Williams. Had me worried. I just wanted to check in on you. See how you're doing. Despite all this, it's good seeing you again, Ash. Get some rest, okay? I'll come by when you're feeling better. We'll talk. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Okay, Ash. You take care. See you soon.
According to the Council, these galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion plan.
I think Okay, so that's really everything I could do here.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Citadel Embassies.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Citadel Embassies. The current human ambassador is Dominic Osobo. Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel Security District Office.
Dominique Obasa?
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D-24, which is tagged to your biometrics. Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
Where's the Spectre Requisitions Office?
The Spectre Requisitions District Office is down the hallway to your left. Note that requisition forms are available only to agents whose biometrics are verified and on file.
What else is in the area?
This area is reserved for human embassy personnel and attending CSEC security. The human embassy prides itself on offering swift assistance to any who fall under its auspices. This area, the human embassy prides... Please speak with...
Please tell the Primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
The invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
That's how you get side quests in this one, is you just find people talking about stuff and listen in on them.
Hello, dear. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only, he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course, ma'am. But the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet for so long.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
Crazy old lady.
You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter-in-law.
She's got a pretty banging body, though. That's what happens when every character in the game has one of a couple body types. Pretty sure all the humans are basically still have the same body type.
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Commander Shepard? Commander Humanity has questions.
Damn press.
See, you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts? I'd rather be back down in the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. And not even sure why he picked me. I never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Don't lose your edge. You might need it.
Oh, wouldn't mind an excuse to get my fingers dirty. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close. I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
It was Udina who made you a commander, huh?
Yeah, he's become an even bigger shot around here. Got a lot of ambition. He suspected Executor Palin was conspiring against the Council and had me investigate.
Find anything incriminating?
Yeah, enough to arrest him. When Palin resisted, I was forced to kill him. Udina rewarded me with the promotion. And near as I can tell, being a commander just means I'm putting out different fires.
Don't know why they did Palin dirty like that.
Is the Citadel gearing up for war?
There's a false sense of security here. Even people from worlds that have gone down act like they're safe. I guess it's not just human nature. We all lie to ourselves to deal with horror.
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming from, sure. But the war's being felt everywhere. Millions across the galaxy have been displaced, and most of them come here.
Must have you doing somersaults.
Yeah, already allocated the bulk of my men to customs, but we're still overtaxed, cataloging and processing them all.
You got loved ones out there?
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
We both have jobs to do, Bailey. I suggest we do them.
Yep. Good talking to you, Shepard.
So 5. Oh. Hold on, this is another one of one of those places. Because you can tell they're all like flat down there. Okay, this is the Spectre Offices. Welcome to the Spectre Information Processing Center. This terminal offers secure information access and support for authorization of covert operations or requisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with Spectre. Any operation requiring payment can be executed at the terminal nearby, which supports secure and untraceable financial transactions. And here's some Corian fleet intel. Is Corian Pilgrim Genvalan Narvima on the Citadel received a large credit transfer from the fleet. Genvalan purchased tech, including high-end weapon mounts and kinetic barrier emitters, from several ship service centers. On Ilium, another quarantine pilgrim, unidentified, was observed searching for a ship traveling close to the Perseus Veil. The pilgrim was later heard saying that his pilgrimage was recalled. Data suggests that the Corian fleet is withdrawing its pilgrims and upgrading ships for combat somewhere near the Perseus Veil. This could be a reaction to the Reaper invasion, but no formal offer or request for assistance has come. Intel suggests the Quarians may instead be preparing for conflict with Geth. If so, that is terrible timing. So you can see there's a bunch of weapons to buy from here. And I have money for none of it. And then there's a shooting range. I don't think there's really any point to the shooting range other than to try out different weapons.
Commander, Councilor Udina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
Why don't they ever wait for me?
We've got our own problems, Councilor. Earth is not in this alone.
Earth was the first Council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
By your reports.
Oh.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked by the Reapers. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Each of us faces a similar situation. Even now, the Reapers are pressing on our borders. If we lend you our strength to help Earth, our own worlds will fall.
We must fight this enemy together.
And so we should just follow you to Earth?
Even if we were to unite our fleets, do you really believe we could defeat the Reapers?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
A blueprint for what?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
Capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
The scales. It would be a colossal undertaking.
No. I forwarded the plans to Admiral Hackett. The remnants of the human fleet are already gathering resources to begin construction.
Our initial calculations suggest it is very feasible to build.
If we work together.
Have you considered that the Reapers destroyed the Protheans? What good did this weapon do?
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you really believe this can stop the Reapers?
Liara believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with Udina, he's right about this. We need to stand together, now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
She's right.
The cruel
shake
and
your head.
unfortunate truth is that while the Reapers focus on Earth, we can prepare and regroup.
We are convening a summit amongst our species. If we can manage to secure our own borders, we may once again consider aiding.
I'm sorry, Commander. That is the best we can do.
That's idiotic.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot on the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
They're scared, and they're looking out for themselves.
Our people are scared, and we are looking out for them the best we know how.
Counselor?
Commander, I can't give you what you need, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Primarch Fedorian called the War Summit, but we lost contact with him when the Reapers hit Palaven. Those meetings won't proceed without him. The Normandy is one of the few ships that can extract Primarch Fedorian undetected.
So we're just not going to talk about how Udina is the ambassador, or is the counselor, and not Anderson?
So far, you've only explained how I can help you.
It might seem that way. But the leaders of this summit will be the ones deciding our future. The fate of our fleets, where they fight, and with whom. A grateful Primarch would be a tremendous ally in your bid to unite us.
We're at war, and you want me to play politician?
If it gets you what you need, what does it matter? Our latest intelligence says that the Primarch was moved to a base on Palaven's largest moon. I've done all I can to help. The rest is up to you. There is one other thing. The Council wanted me to tell you. We've chosen to uphold your Spectre status. And various resources will be made available to you. Good day.
What does that mean?
That went well.
It's a start. I'll talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
Lots of codex entries. Does that mean one more? And that's the last one? Yep, I guess so.
The Council. You saved their lives. And for what? Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
What's your read on the council?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther. Valorn is out of his depth. The Solarians like their wars won before they start. They're frightened now. Use that. And Sparatus, I'd take what he offers. It's strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans. And there's a need there.
I should go.
I'll be here.
So, Udina kind of starts off this game redeeming himself a bit. So they said certain things will be Kalisa Jelani and James are both out here.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions. Commander Shepard, Kalisa bint Seen and Al-Jelani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can
I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Not this time, you military...
You're angry, I get that. But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down.
Early reports indicate that Earth has fallen to the same enemy force that attacked Batarian space.
So the Batarian hegemony got wiped out, is one of the reports we've heard.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that?
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here with the elite of the galaxy.
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful, but it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was some kind of nightmare.
Yeah. That's what I hate most. It's like this place wants you to forget that.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah.
But?
You were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, it looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
I don't really like him.
Although the Asari colony is across the galaxy from Palabin and
Haha.
the invading force appears to be the same that attacked those planets.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
If I go back to Huerta.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Says Dr. Michelle is here.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm head physician in the Presidium Clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Lieutenant Commander Williams?
How is Ashley doing?
The head trauma was severe, but we reduced the swelling quickly. These types of injury can go either way. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but her vitals are strong, so I'm optimistic. You can go see her if you like. She's just down the hall.
This war may leave a lot of injured people homeless. Can the Citadel clinics care for them all?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. I'm afraid I'll have to speak with CSEC about securing our supplies. Desperate people can do desperate things.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
It doesn't actually seem like that big of a
Keep up the good work,
hospital to me.
You too, Commander.
Recent intel suggests that the entire battalion...
Welcome to Certa.
Some of these things.
Certa is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research. Thank you for coming to Certa. How can we help you?
Certa supplies.
Go to help new medical research.
No.
Thank you for coming to Certa. How can we help you?
Certa is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life. Certa is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
Well, I was wondering.
Thank you for coming to Certa. How can we help you?
What is done with all this? Hold on a second. What is the purpose of these? I guess I should be buying Alfred Tennyson, because she quotes a Tennyson poem. And let's grab the Metagel capacity. I'm not entirely sure what the rest of these are worth, but we'll leave it there for now. Yeah, she quotes Ulysses, I believe.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select the destination. One moment, please.
That's all it says. Okay.
Now arriving at docking bay D-24.
So, you're just silent behind enemy lines until the war is over?
No, they've got us on rotation. We're mostly in fortified holding zones until strike teams clear an area. Then we come in and set up medical bunkers and supply depots. And then the main fleet comes in to occupy.
I'm not wearing commando leather, honey. What does that mean?
We'll be perfectly safe. They don't put engineers on the front lines.
But you won't be able to talk to us.
Which sucks, but bigger picture, lady. Alright, so we haven't actually seen the Normandy. Oh, yeah. This game. These dream sequences. Oh, that was a little weird. Have the little kid pop in like that. This is another one of those indoctrination theory things. What? Have the kid just, like, disappear directly in front of me. These sequences in general are just so weird, though. It's like, yeah, it sucks watching a kid die, but, like, you're latching onto that one death for some reason when you've seen people die in much more brutal ways.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
What? What do you think?
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Okay, bye.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Hack it out. Intel Armor Mod Kit. The quantum entanglement stuff is interesting. I've mentioned in the past that it doesn't necessarily break lore, but lore in earlier games had accounted for communication. Alright, so this is a list of war assets. The people, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. You can see I've got a long way to go just to get to the minimum. So Alliance, the system as Alliance represents humanity's economic, political, and military reach throughout the galaxy. Naval forces are led by Admiral Stephen Hackett. I'm not going to read each of these aloud because I don't want to do that to my voice. But you can kind of see each thing gets its own information. I believe the 103rd Marines do the Arrival DLC for you if you don't do it, basically. And they suffer as a result. Oop, the First Fleet. Lost a third protecting the Council. The Third Fleet. Wait, so Ines Lindholm, Nitesh Singh. So we sacrifice the Second Fleet. Diane Ollers is worth 5 points. That's R2 is worth as much as 2 of the fleets put together on its own. It's got Thanix, Solaris armor, cyclonic barriers, got some mineral resources. That's everything I got. If I pull this up, you can look. I'm not entirely sure how this layout actually works, because this seems to extend beyond the borders of the ship, realistically. They're kind of giving us just a, hey, don't worry about it. This was, of course, in a room that was over here. And this was all Morden's lab. And then Jacob's area was over here. So if we count it like that. They kind of just...
Council won't help. Come on, Tara. If Thessia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you could be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
I'm not really sure why there's a security checkpoint in the middle of our ship.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
I'm gonna go up and talk to Joker first.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
I never did that.
Commander?
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Thank you. Ooh, I've got a bunch of them. Series of ops. So these are for the N7 missions. The Cerberus Lab on Sanctum. Reinstatement. Formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance. You are granted diplomatic authority to establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. KEI 9. I was a contractor working on Normandy's haptic interface when it was in dry dock. Your VI emailed me to let me know I left my dog mech. I'm out in Terra Nova now, and would hate for you to go just to drop off my dog. Please take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails, and 750 volt outlets. Andrea Brown. New article, Corian Fleet. Where's the Corian Fleet? Welcome back, gift from Edie. As the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, I chose something from the Systems Alliance catalog. Sojourners who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a hooded jacket. from Glyph. Simply access terminal. Mission priority Eden Prime. Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. That there is, of course, one of the DLCs. Let's go up to the captain's cabin. I want to see where'd all my fishies go. Oh, hello. It's big open there. They took everything from me. They took everything from me. They took my fish. They took my hamster. All I've got is Liara and James. I don't even like James. She's got a bunch of different outfits. I think I might actually like this one the best. Do have an armor locker here. Check out my casual sets. That's what I'm wearing right now, which is different from that, but not much. This is the hoodie that they're talking about. It's so weird, like, such a weird outfit. That one is. This one's a weird outfit. I think I actually prefer this to the default one. The like mesh undershirt. The Cerberus Ajax armor. I think you can actually now in this one say take off, don't show the helmet. Ups shields regeneration to do that. And ups melee damage to do that one. It's kind of just how much specular do you want on it for that. Pattern color, so it gives you a few more options for the pattern color on this one than it did for the last. Let's go with like a dark blue. And then the tint. And there are lights. You can have a lights color. Go down to the crew deck, take a look around, look at this. Carlton Tucks. So these are basically all the people that died on the Normandy so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Think there were... So if there's 11 on each side, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 12 on this side, I think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's 23 dead. So you got everybody, and then you've got Caden Olenko right there. Rich Jenkins, Corporal Jenkins, died back there. And then I don't think Presley was one of the 20. So I think that's it. Everyone else is people that died during the attack that were kind of nameless soldiers. Here's the crew quarters. There's nobody in here talking this time around. This was Samara's hanging out. Nobody chilling over here now. Life supports is where Thane was always hanging. Picked up a model of the Destiny Ascension. I didn't pay attention. Did I have those things in my captains? Wow, game. Port observation's got a poker table in it now. This is where Kasumi would hang out. I can't go in the men's bathrooms. I like that they have gendered bathrooms in this game. This is pretty funny considering modern sensibilities. Would not fly.
Commander? Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
So if I went evil in this game, my scars would return.
How's your inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
I'm also not sure it ever really clarifies how old Chakwas is. She doesn't actually look all that old. She sounds, you know, maybe a little bit older, but gray hair aside. Reassign powers and reassign power bonuses. Well, this is not Legion. That's the body of Ava Corey. Miss Sergeant Gardner's not there. No Garrus. But I can actually go up here and look at the side of these. These are supposed to be like the Thanix cannons, right? Oh. So there's not a whole lot to the ship right now. Oh. The way it repositioned me there was a little strange.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered, I think.
I want to look at this though. Armor mod kit. Ammo capacity or shield strength. Let's take a look. She's got her own bed. She took over Miranda's room. Alright, let's talk.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt. Shepard, there's something I need to ask before we go any further. I know you and Jacob were close. Is that in the past? Should I forget there was anything between us?
A lot has happened since then, Liara. I don't think we'd work anymore.
Really? Thank you for letting me know.
I think it's best for both of us.
Of course. Well, anyway. I should get down to business. There's a lot to do if we're to discover exactly what the Protheans left us. Hello again, Shepard.
What's up?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records.
I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars.
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints.
Well, I see it's a Deus Ex
Decoding them will
Machina.
require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
We rode ourselves into a corner where we can't kill the Reapers with conventional weapons. And we should have spent a whole game researching ancient methods of destroying Reapers, because we know ancient civilizations have killed them in the past. But instead, we did the side story with the collectors. So now we need some sort of miraculous device in order to survive.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus' ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Okay, so this is kind of Liara's notes since graduating college, basically. Tazik. Okay.
Please, enjoy your day.
So here's engineering. I can't go through ports cargo. There's Diane Ollers down here. Jessica Chobot. I don't know who any of these people are. I mean, I'm assuming that's Thane. I don't know what is up with this wall. Is that Garrus in the top left? I can't really tell. Nihilus. This girl right here on the left, far left of the screen. I'm reasonably certain she is from Pharos or Nevaria in Mass Effect 1. Is that Captain Kirahi? Is that who that is? A lot of these are just random people. I'm not really sure why that's there.
How's your new assignment working out, Ollers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
I didn't even say anything. I didn't offer you anything. So Diane Ollers, she's voiced by and face modeled after Jessica Chobot, who was at the time of this release was working at IGN. She did not review the game, but clearly there's a conflict of interest there. I think she might have been like getting away from IGN at the time, so it's a little bit of a gray area on whether she was working there or not at the time, if memory serves. But then IGN put out a review, and their initial review, they've changed it since, had text wrapping around images in a particular way and everything like that, so that it looked more like an ad than an actual review. Plus, they also had banners all over their site that were bought and paid for by EA to tell people to buy Mass Effect 2. So that's all very scummy, in my opinion. Not to get into the whole it's about ethics and games journalism thing, but I do think there were some very scummy practices going on with this game in particular that really put me off at the time. Whew.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
Also, she's kind of advertising herself as a journalist right now, but what we need is not a journalist, or what she is not a journalist. She's a propagandist. Propaganda tends to have kind of negative connotations, but sometimes propaganda is a good thing. People use propaganda all the time. For example, all the propaganda about COVID. And none of that, like I said, is to say necessarily. Not to, hey, I heard you. Where'd you go? Ha! Oh, did I not get it? Damn it. My space hamster. My hamster is running around down here. Not to get into an argument about COVID stuff with anyone, but yeah, that's propaganda. Propaganda sometimes is good, sometimes is bad. It's all kind of a matter of perspective a lot of the times.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
My belt's digging into my gut. So I had to take it off.
Incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collective. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Okay. So we couldn't go down here except for that one fight in Mass Effect 2. Picking up all my models. They apparently decided to pack up. Come back to you, James. There's a shuttle. Got a bunch of different shuttles. Oh yeah, there's a couple different. There's not just James down here. There's other things, like this guy. Well, let's talk to James.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Dude, stop working out while I'm
Usual,
talking to you.
Non-committal, unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yep. We're going to rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You come down here for something? Or are you just looking?
I did just come to chat, but I might stay for the show.
Have to work harder than that if you want me to blush. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
He really is so obnoxious because it's like, dude, who do you think you're talking to? Like,
Oh, I can dance.
I saved the galaxy twice.
Lola. Let's do this.
Lola?
Don't let my good looks fool you, Vega. I got my share of scars.
You remind me of my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You're welcome.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
No, but that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey. Thanks for the dance, Lola.
No nicknames, Lieutenant. Okay?
Your ship, your rules. Your loss.
I don't want you to call me Lola. That's a stupid nickname.
Hey again. What's up?
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering people. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
Right.
That's stupid. That's very stupid. I genuinely do not like this guy.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other?
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines, and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle crashes.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
It's very weird doing this when I haven't stopped and talked to Esteban yet.
You mentioned a mission you had against the Collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
I'll talk to you later.
You bet. Sounds like the Turians got hit pretty hard by the Reapers.
Okay, so here's that person's doggy.
Hey there.
Here you can upgrade weapons. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. Here is a procurement. So it's more expensive. 10% markup from the Citadel. Cost of fabrications. Inspector requisitions. So it's cheaper for any of these to go back to the Citadel and buy the upgrades. Alright, I think you can also why did it remove my shotgun? So I've got a shredder mod and a high caliber mod. So bullets will now pierce things, but dramatically reduces damage. And I increase damage. Alright, Cortez.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega. Or is that Mr.
Shut up, Vega.
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So, you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show,
Stop.
Esteban.
First retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plate. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking, flying F-61 Tridents mostly. I love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
So you can fly fighters and fix them?
Yeah, and I got a knack for procurement too. They were grooming me for CAG, but my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to the Normandy retrofit team about 5 months ago to oversee all cargo bay modifications.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious, though I believe the...
You know you love me.
Now you get off the elevator.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The Collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander. Good to see you, Commander.
I forgot this is a thing. You can actually, like, talk to them again after exiting, whatever. And it, does the whole thing. Okay. Look at that. Got my case full again. Got another case. Some of these look real beat up. But I got another case with the Lair of the Shadow Broker, and maybe some other ones. I'll get this round. Actually, I want to try come back down here and try to grab my hamster again. Where are ya? Where are ya? Did I get it? Yeah! Space hamster. Space hamster. Pretty sure it just has the exact same animation and that's it. Okay, I think there's only one person left to talk to. And that is Trainer.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. You're not alone here.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
Okay. We're actually gonna call it quits there. we managed to do a lot. Ooh, managed to do a lot today. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy's stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. So that's where I am. That's where the Turian Primarch is. Exodus cluster. You can see it actually does not have a severely open universe. There's kind of just a couple places to go. I think the smart call is to actually hit each place, each new place as it pops up. Actually, it's pretty funny it's playing this animation. I kind of just wanted to look at this and be like, nope. Okay, so you'll notice a few things. First of all, there's no fuel centers. There's no fuel gauge. This particular one, there's no way to leave the galaxy. I'm not sure. A lot of that will change. I can also do this, which will help me find resources and such. But yes, for right now, that is good. I suspect when I come back, I'll probably decide to do the recover the Prothean artifact first, and then start hitting up each system, and hoping I don't die in the process. But alright, like I said, we're gonna call it quits there for the day. Or for the moment. I might come on back on after dinner in a few hours. But whatever. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a good one.